All right, gentlemen, this is going to be a follow up to the maneuvers, the basics. This is going to be set on an urban environment, which we conduct most of our missions. The reason I gave you the other one that was supposed to be 15 minutes, but it turned out to be 24. I apologize about that. But you need to get those basics drilled down into your head, and then this is modified to being inside the city. Okay, let's watch this.
Individual fire team and squad movement techniques within urban terrain differ slightly from the basic movements used in normal field operations. Several movement techniques take on added importance during combat in urban terrain due to the nature of the battle area. In an urban terrain, soldiers are confronted with different types of obstacles they must negotiate in order to eliminate or capture an enemy position.
All right, let me hold it there for a second and back up just a little bit. And I want to show you something. And this is why you basics come into play. So as you see here, they're moving on a staggered column. Seem offset left and right with about 10-meter disbursement. Um, so again, the basics from the long video will apply here. They just modify. All right, let me get back to where we were, and we'll continue watching.
Different types of obstacles they must negotiate in order to eliminate or capture an enemy position. Street to street and house to house fighting gives rise to many potentially dangerous situations, so alertness and all around security are mandatory. For example, the enemy might appear not only from the front, the flanks, and the rear, but also from above and below. There are several rules of movement to remember when moving through an urban terrain. Take care to avoid silhouetting yourself in doors or windows or on rooftops. Avoid open areas like streets, alleys, and parks. Make a visual reconnaissance of the next position before moving. Conceal movement with smoke or covering fire and by using buildings, rubble, and vegetation.
So pretty much, don't make any crazy movements. Don't be running everywhere. It's not Call of Duty. We're gonna simulate a proper movement. You need to keep that in mind. Remember, Suze is looking, and they're looking to take you out. All right. So do a good recon, visual recon. Um, Ensure you look up, left, right, and down. Um, you know, look for snipers. Look for people around the corner. When you're inside the house, again, don't silhouette yourself, like they said, and look for concealment, some kind of cover.
Always move rapidly from one position to another. Avoid open areas. They are natural kill zones for the enemy. If you must cross an open area, reduce your risk by taking the following basic precautions. Make a visual reconnaissance of the area and position. Select a route that has some cover or concealment. If none is available, use smoke or covering fire provided by the rest of the team. When ready to move, use the most direct route and move rapidly. This will decrease the chance of the enemy to place well-aimed shots.
All right, right there. Don't do any of that crazy shit you see on the movies. No zigzagging, none of that crap. You move from point A to point B as rapidly as you can. Good rule of thumb: if you set on your head, I'm up, I'm moving. They see me, I'm down. So you want to do about a 3 second sprint to maybe 5 seconds, but 5 seconds you're pushing it. And you have your buddy covering your move. All right. Now they're gonna show you how two soldiers, two troops should move together.
When two or more soldiers must cross an open area, they must prepare to move together to the next position. On a planned signal, the group moves across the open area to the next position at the same time. They move rapidly, about 5 meters apart.
Now you notice how those two MGs, two saw gunners over here, are set up, providing cover fire, suppressive fire. Again, your saw, your MG gunners is an area target. It's a suppression weapon. All right, it's meant to keep your enemy's head down, and they may get lucky shots and kill somebody. But that's how you do it. Uh, See, they recommend 5 meters apart. You know, that's roughly what 15 feet apart from each other, and you're hauling ass.
Corners are hazardous to untrained soldiers who fail to remain alert. The three most common mistakes untrained soldiers make in regard to corners are failing to recognize the danger area, extending their weapons beyond the corner, exposing their presence, exposing their heads at a height that the enemy would expect to see them. To observe around a corner, lie flat on the ground.
All right, this section, this is not gonna happen in game, but at least crouch when you're looking around and setting up.
Then move forward slowly, ensuring that your enemy is not forward of the corner. Next, expose your head slowly at ground level so that it appears to be a shadow. Expose your head only enough to observe around the corner. Moving through an urban environment can present some unique challenges.
All right, this is a good chance for what Rome was talking about yesterday. Maintaining a 360 at all times. So you see here, this guy's covering this. It's the right side. Remember, um, your direction of travel will always be 12 o'clock. So you got this guy looking over here, the 3, 12. This guy's about to set up over here to look at the 9. You got a guy on the 6. And here I'm guessing that's the LT or something. Freaking standing up there like a dumbass with no cover. All right.
Challenges to you and your unit, but with preparation and training, they can be overcome and you can successfully accomplish your mission.
All right. That's the end of that video. That's just basic stuff. Not gonna do any house clearing. You guys are pretty good at that. Uh, we saw that on the zombie mission that we did. You guys were cleaning houses like fucking champs. Anyways, just some basic modified movements from the original um, basic SOPs. All right, Romeo 6 out.